Morning everyone, it's time again for the Fun Fold challenge hosted by Monica Luveska, otherwise known as Paper Mona, and myself and Monica, the Quilling Lady, are taking part in this collaboration. We've come to the end of the year. I can't believe we've done a whole 12 months of this collaboration, which has been very exciting for me, really, because I've been doing different sorts of cards. And Monica has said that if anybody wishes to take part in this collaboration, we will be continuing it next year with different fun folds, and just drop her an email. So I'll leave a link to her channel. So it's the Monica, otherwise known as Paper Mona channel, that you need to go to, and just drop her an email with saying that you'd like to take part in the collab, and she will give you all the details. So today we are making a bauble card. Now that was rather, the brief is any shape we like, but it must be bauble. And this created a bit of a challenge for me. So I thought, well, okay, the only thing that I have that is bauble-like is this round die. It's not exactly a bauble, but it's round, and to me baubles are round, and I can make it hang. So we're going to make the card together. I've prepped some of it already. So I've cut out the die twice. So I've used gold glitter card for that, and I've mounted it on some green mirror card. And my idea is that we're going to glue these two together so that they are perfectly in line with one another, and there'll be a string going through them. And I wanted to make a trifold card. So this was my first attempt. This was my prototype, but as you can see, when I cut out the circle for the aperture, it wasn't quite right, and that's because I had scored my paper at 4 and 8 inches, and so this bit here was smaller than 4, and so as you can see, it's a good quarter of an inch smaller, because as we know, A4 card is not 12 inches long. So anyway, I used this prototype to try and decide what I was going to do, and I decided that I needed to cover this and this. So this side and this side needed to be covered. So I have I've made another prototype. Here we are. So this is my card base, and you can see that I have covered it with this beautiful holly paper. Now I did this by guesswork, cutting out these circles, and that it would fit the card front. And the front is okay. I'm just going to show you my mistakes, because I think that's a good thing, isn't it? But you can see this side, it's skew width. So so I have thought that if you want to make this card, and you want, I mean, one thing is to use patterned cardstock. That would work if you have some A4 patterned cardstock. Or secondly, to stick the paper down onto the card before you die cut out the circles. That would save one step, and it would save this problem of, you get it all perfectly lined up and everything. So that would be perfect. Now I was limited by, I had to make sure that my aperture was going to be bigger than my circle, of course. So so I measured it, and I came up with this die. I don't have very many circle dies, but this one fitted the bill and left a very small edge on either side. So these are the measurements for this prototype. So it was an A4 piece of paper, and I scored it at 3 7/8, 6 and 7 3/4, 3 7/8 and 7 3/4, and that gave me equal card widths, and it seems to be okay. It doesn't sort of buckle or anything on the inside. Excuse me. And then because I stuck this paper down, one of the pieces wasn't long enough to cover the bottom of the page, so I had to cut this bit down. So this one actually measures 3 7/8 by 7 inches, but I think it's big enough. Right, so now we're going to sort out this. So what I want to make is a swing card, have the bauble suspended in that aperture. So I've got some here, some green kind of Lurex thread, which I think, but for these cards you need to have something that's fairly invisible, you know, so you don't see the thread. I don't know why it's all twisted up like this. Can't find the beginning of it. Anyway, I'm going to cut these bits off, and that will be that. So the first thing I want to do is to pass the string through here. So I'm just going to put a piece of double-sided sticky tape on the back of this one. It's hard to see where the not sure if I've got that, and I think it's not exactly right, but no, it's totally off, in fact. I'll leave that there for another moment. And so perhaps the way to do it is to eyeball it here. So that's more in the middle. And that's in the middle. Oops, that is in the middle now, more or less. So it's fine because this piece will work for sticking it together, giving it a bit of reinforcement. So I will take this other bit off as well if I can. Of course, I've stuck this piece on top of it now, but anyway, I'll do my best. There we go. So which is the one? This is the one. This one. So I'm going to stick my thread. Long pieces of thread you need, so just so that you've got enough on either side. So here I've got two strands. So I'm going to stick that like that. And I'll just make sure I've stuck it on the right bit. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's okay. And I think I had another piece of this thread somewhere. Well, anyway, it's disappeared. So I'm just going to put some more what am I going to put? I'm going to put some glue around the edge. Glue. So I obviously want my two bits to stick together. Now you can do this just with using cutouts, but you need mirror images, and that's what I didn't have. So that's why I went for this system of backing them on card. Okay, so now I need to make sure that this piece matches up. So this is the top, so that's going to go there, and this is the bottom, that's going to go there. So I've stuck my two bits together as best I can, and now I'm going to put it into my card base. So to do that, I want to make sure that it's going to hang in the middle like so. Okay, so I'm just going to again put some double-sided tape down. Tape's got stuck to my table. Right, okay, let's have a look. Just cut. So I just want to more or less stick this here. And I'll put two pieces down because I don't think I've got this really in the middle. Two pieces there and two pieces here. You can see I'm eyeballing it. Perhaps it's not such a good idea, but anyway, yes. But I think between these two, I've got it more or less in the middle. So let's take these backing papers off. Right, okay. So now, so of course the beauty of having it the same on both sides is that I can see exactly where it needs to go. So I'm going to line it up so that it's in the middle of my circle and that it's like so, okay? And I'm just going to bring these excess bits of string and glue them back a bit. So just so that there's a bit more support. Okay, so now you can see that my bauble is not straight. The bauble is meant to spin, and it does. That's nice. And yeah, it's not too bad. It's not exactly in the middle of my circle, but that's hardly surprising. I'm thinking about it because I don't think I can do anything about that. It really does need to come down a bit. Maybe I can. Let's see. It's funny because on the different sides it looks different. So yeah, that's a bit better. So now all I have to do is to glue this bit to that bit. So I'm going to put some glue around here. It's an important place. And then all around here. So I hope you agree with me that this looks like a bauble. I really need a little bit at the top to make it look more like a bauble, but anyway. Okay, so another thing that you could do, you do need to have the trifold so that you can hide the string. Yeah, you don't want that showing. So there we are. So there's my card, ready to have an embellishment put on it. And actually I've got some of Dawn's here somewhere. Where are they? Right, let's have a look. Got some gold ones here. Got Happy Christmas. Put that. Me to you, love always, best wishes. These sentiments are, you'll get a free pack of them if you order over £5 on her website before Christmas. So Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year. I think that's quite nice, isn't it? If I've got any, I'm just going to see if I've got any of this green card. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I found some. I used the Craft Perfect mirror card in holly green. I thought I had a spare bit, but I don't seem to have. So I just have to cut into a new sheet. But I just thought it might look better with a bit of colour behind it, and I think it does. So, so I'm just going to stick this on here. And the border. Okay, my big scissors. Now I'm hopeless at cutting straight, but anyway, let's hope that this works, because I don't really want to cut into the rest of the card. There we are. So that's not too bad. Yes, so I'm going to stick this here. So if you want to take part in this challenge, you can go, well, you can either do a video and put the hashtag, which I will leave in the description box, or you can go over to our Facebook group and post your pictures there. We'd love to see what you make, and you know, it's lovely to see the inspiration that everybody can give each other. So there we are. So that's my bauble card, and it's hanging from, it's not exactly hanging from the tree, but it's hanging. So I hope you like it. I'd like to wish you all, I know it's only the beginning of Advent, but I'd love to wish you all a very happy Christmas and New Year, and good luck with all your Christmas crafting. I hope that I'll be putting up a few more videos before Christmas, but life is getting a bit busy, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.